Okay, this will not work because it's too fat. See, it jams in between here and the case, and I can't get back the center line, so it's too fat. So it won't fit. Can't get in there enough. So you have to grind the whole back side of these away to make that work. So that doesn't work. So I'll go back to my 2-jaw puller. See if this one's any easier to get in there. And it has the same problem. But this one I can actually get way on the back side of it. It's a little bit thinner. We'll try that. See if that'll allow me to get this thing out of here. This way. Yeah, okay. The other problem is I don't have room to put my thing in there. That's not going to go in there either. Nope, there it is. It made it. It made it, but it didn't make it. You need longer jaws, but longer jaws are bigger, so they don't work. Okay, so one trick you can do is put a thick washer in there and push against that, or like a 1/4-inch nut might do it. So we're going to sacrifice some tooling here. So we'll go over here and find ourselves a little piece of crap 1/4-inch nut. Go into our nut pile over here. We need a lock nut. Lock nuts are too tall. Huh. That might actually help. Now that put pressure on the inside of the main shaft. I don't want pressure on the main shaft. That's what this one might do too. 5/16 is probably too much. Here's a little thin ass one right here. We'll use this. It's a specialty nut. It's thin. I don't know what it's for. It's an old American looking nut. You can tell it's American because it's the way it's machined. How clean it looks. Something you want to destroy, right? Oh well. Got to sacrifice. Sliding off pretty easily, so that's good. I'm not really hurting the nut any. Just up until that point. Okay, so, there's a washer. Not a 1/4-inch washer. A 5/16 washer. Perfect. I found me a little 1/4-inch sleeve spacer. Perfect. Our nut back in there. I'm protecting my nut, that's why. If I can. It might not work. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll destroy the nut. Let's see, 1/2 inch. It worked. Nut survived, spacer survived, main shaft survived. All good things. No damage to our bearing. Okay. Let's see what's going to take to get this thing out of here. I'm stuck behind second gear. Trying to slide third gear over. Third gear finally slid over. Now we're stuck in low gear. Shaft is just too darn long to get out of here, I think. Yep. Not gonna happen. I was afraid of that. Yeah, we tried. So this gear is hitting on low gear. See, can't get by it. Trying to, it just won't slip through the teeth. And this one here won't come past the second gear because it's too big. And the shaft is still inside of that gear, so I can't slide stuff away to get rid of it. Now this gear would just slide off the shaft if this gear would let us go, but it can't go because it's flat on the inside, keeping it from coming through. So that means it won't come out. Be a problem. Cut it. You can cut it to try to get it out of there, but then you can put it back in because of the way it's made. So counter shaft has to come out. Pretty much what I figured. But we did our best to get by that problem. It didn't work. Alright, so now you can pull out the counter shaft. That's why I didn't have a lot of confidence that that was going to work. It didn't. Okay. 7/8 inch. It'll come out now. So the flat spot on it, it jams into the thread when it rotates and you can't get it out, so you got to kind of get the neutral spot and then it can slide out. If you don't, you will have to destroy it to get it out of there. And you might damage your threads too, which would not be good. Same problem, the next plate in here has the same problem. So I'm just going to tap it, find the sweet spot, and it slides off. Box. Okay, now we're going to just tap it out of there, which will destroy the seal on this side. And that's the way it goes. Done assembly. Washer fell out. If the washer didn't fill out, it wouldn't come out. Look at that camera looking way over there. Okay. So rollers are falling down, so they got to be repacked in there anyway. Okay, now we got most everything out. There's another washer. So So now we can probably pretty well pull this thing out of here. See how it'll come through the case over here. A little bit anyway. Okay, that's out, that's out. Third gear slides out. That whole thing slides out. Third gear is too big to go out, so you have to take it out off the shaft. Because it hits on everything. Things are already getting all chewed up in here already. Oop, blowing up too much. You can see how third gear is banging pretty hard in here. For some reason he's abusing third gear, I don't know why. It's not a happy camper, that's for sure. There's a shift dog look. I'm assuming that's marked high right there, you can barely see it. So this is third gear right here. Dog's getting a little rounded too, not too bad, but getting abused. So they go in here like this, so boom, boom, boom. It's definitely getting torn up. So I'm not sure why. It is what it is. I wasn't riding it. There's a spline way it couldn't slide out. So there you go. There's the offending part. I wonder what kind of tool I can make with this. I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, it broke right here. Yeah, I think it had like a hairline crack in here or something. And you can see how it was darker from right here, this low spot. And that's where it had a little bit of corrosion there, and the oil got in there and made it so you can see it was an old brake. And then finally it just went snap and broke off cleanly. So definitely had some issues with that. Alright, I don't know. We'll figure out a way to do that later. Customer might want it back too. We'll see. Okay, so we got all this stuff out of here. It's got to be cleaned up. It's full of oil. We'll worry about that later. So I'm going to leave the high gear in here. No reason to take it apart. It wasn't leaking. Should be good. We got to check the bushing to make sure the bushing is still good. Pretty rough feeling, so I'll give it 50-50. I'm going to replace it or not. Got to get a new shaft in there, and then we'll see what the new shaft feels like in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks fairly smooth right in this area on the bushing surface. Get over here, you can see it looks pretty torn up on this side. So we're gonna go see. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can find me a new main shaft for it. And a couple of the parts I'll need, and I'll be back.